Bimpe, you have brought so much happiness into my life. Before you, I never thought I would find someone who truly understands me and my work. I know it is early, but I can't imagine my life without you. Bimpe, will you marry me?
Ololade John loves his job. He works as a mortician in a small town called Ogba Town. The funeral home had been in his family for generations, and John felt a deep sense of duty to continue the tradition. His father and grandfather had taught him the delicate art of caring for the deceased with respect and dignity. He knew that his work brought comfort to grieving families, and that was what mattered most to him. Every morning, John woke up early and went to the funeral home. He spent hours making sure everything was perfect. He prepared the bodies, arranged flowers, and wrote obituaries. John took special care to listen to the families, ensuring their wishes were honored. He believed that every person deserved a beautiful farewell, and he worked tirelessly to make it happen. Despite his dedication, John felt a void in his life. At 35, he was still single. He had always imagined getting married and starting a family, but his job made it difficult. People in Ogba Town respected John, but many found his work unsettling. Whenever he tried to date, things quickly fell apart once women learned about his profession. One Saturday afternoon, John was finishing up preparations for his service when his friend Mide stopped by. Mide was the town's baker and one of the few people who understood John's passion for his work. As they chatted, Mide asked,
Have you thought about going to the town dance next week? It might be a good chance for you to meet someone.
John sighed.
I don't know, Mide. Every time I try to talk to a woman, they get scared off when they find out what I do.
Mide patted him on the back.
Give it a try. You never know. There might be someone out there who can see the good in what you do.
John smiled weakly. He wasn't convinced, but he agreed to go to the dance. Maybe, just maybe, things will be different this time. The night of the town dance arrived and John felt nervous. He wore his best suit and hoped for the best. The community hall was filled with laughter and music, and everyone seemed to be having a good time. John stood near the punch bowl, unsure of how to start a conversation. As the night went on, he noticed a woman standing alone by the window. She had a kind smile and seemed a bit out of place, just like him. Summoning his courage, John walked over and introduced himself.
Hi, I am John. Do you mind if I join you?
The woman smiled warmly.
I am Bimpe. Of course you can join me. I am new in town and I don't know many people yet.
John felt a spark of hope. They chatted for a while and he found himself relaxing. Bimpe was easy to talk to and she seemed genuinely interested in getting to know him. Eventually she asked,
So, what do you do for a living, John?
He hesitated, worried about her reaction.
I am a mortician. I run the Ololade's funeral home.
Bimpe's eyes widened slightly, but she didn't look away. Instead, she said,
That must be a very challenging job. It must take a lot of strength to help families during such a difficult time.
John was surprised as most people didn't respond this way.
It can be tough, but it is important to me. I want to make sure that people are treated with respect and care, even after they are gone.
Bimpe nodded thoughtfully.
I understand. My father was a doctor and he always said that caring for people is the most important thing we can do.
John felt a sense of relief and excitement. Maybe Bimpe was different. They spent the rest of the evening talking and laughing, and by the end of the night, John felt like he had made a real connection. As they said goodbye, Bimpe gave him her phone number.
I'd love to talk to you more, John. Maybe we can have dinner sometime?
John smiled, feeling hopeful for the first time in a long time.
I would like that, Bimpe, thank you.
John and Bimpe started spending more time together. They went on walks in parks, had dinners at the local diner, and even visited the town's small museum. Bimpe was curious about John's work and often asked questions about it. Unlike others, she didn't seem frightened or put off. Instead, she appreciated the care and dedication John put into his job. One day, as they walked along the river, Bimpe turned to John and said,
I have been thinking a lot about what you do. It is such an important job. You help families find peace during the hardest times of their lives. And that is something to be proud of.
John was so touched by her words.
Thank you, Bimpe. It means a lot to hear you say that. I have always wanted to find someone who understands why I do what I do.
Bimpe smiled and took his hands.
I do understand, John, and I admire you for that.
As the months passed, their relationship grew stronger. Bimpe even visited the funeral home a few times. Learning more about the business, she saw firsthand the care John took with each family and understood why he was so dedicated. One evening, John prepared a special dinner at his house. As they sat down to eat, John felt a mixture of nerves and excitement. After dinner, he took Bimpe's hands and said,
Bimpe, you have brought so much happiness into my life. Before you, I never thought I would find someone who truly understands me and my work. I know it is early, but I can't imagine my life without you. Bimpe, will you marry me?
Bimpe's eyes were filled with tears and lots of excitement.
Oh, John, yes, I will marry you.
They hugged tightly, both feeling like they had finally found what they had been searching for. John realized that despite the challenges of his job, he could find love and happiness. As they planned their future together, John felt a sense of peace he had never known before. He was no longer just the dedicated mortician of Ogba Town. He was also a man with a loving partner, ready to build a future life filled with hope and joy. This story teaches us that every job, no matter how unusual or challenging, has profound importance and dignity. Morticians like John play a crucial role in our communities by providing care and respect for the deceased, comfort and support for grieving families. We also learn that true love and acceptance come from seeing the worth in someone's character and the meaningful contributions they make to the lives of others. We are reminded that it is essential to look beyond societal judgments and appreciate the depths of dedication and compassion in every profession. Thank you for watching another of our video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Also, subscribe and turn on your notification bell to get notified when we drop our next story. See you on the next one.